Well, to space now, where NASA and SpaceX have launched 4 astronauts on a flight to the International Space Station. They made history by becoming the first crew ever to use a recycled rocket booster.
3, 2, 1, 0. Mission and liftoff.
And there she goes. Endeavour took off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida in the 3rd crewed flight launched into orbit under NASA's public-private partnership with SpaceX. The spaceship is due to arrive at the ISS in the next 24 hours. Well, joining me now is astronaut and author Per Wimmer. Always good to talk to you, Per. I see you've dressed for the occasion to talk to us about this. When you look at those images there, it's a reminder, isn't it, of how far the commercial sector has really come in space exploration, in the space race.
Absolutely, and it's really great news for everybody, because NASA can then focus its dollars on going further into deep space, because now they've got a good taxi provider to take them up to International Space Station. Obviously, SpaceX is very happy. No doubt this is a particularly good week for SpaceX, because they were just awarded last week a $2.9 billion contract to go to the moon. But obviously celebrating today this amazing achievement, third time around, with a crewed NASA astronaut ferrying them safely up to the International Space Station. So yes, we are living a new era of private-public partnership in space, and you will see a lot more going on in space.
Also a new era, Per, in terms of the recyclability of crucial bits of the infrastructure, this booster.
Yes, I mean, not only is that more environmentally friendly, which obviously we all want to achieve. I wrote a book about green energy and that sort of thing, so it's certainly something I care a lot about. But also, it's actually economically so much better, and that's always been the mission with SpaceX, is to bring down the cost. I mean, they have lowered the cost base of taking astronauts to an International Space Station by the order of magnitude 80 to 90%. I mean, that is very significant. And they couldn't do that without doing a lot of reusability and recycling. It just wouldn't be possible. So that is the key to cheaper access to space.
The International Space Station, it's been incredible collaboration, hasn't it? And you can see Russian or American rockets bringing back astronauts, or indeed taking them from all sorts of different nationalities. Russia's announced, though, that it's going to withdraw from the International Space Station and perhaps intending to launch their own. What's the significance of that?
It's actually pretty significant what's happening. If you look back on the past couple of decades, we have enjoyed a romantic period in space where not only astronauts get along together in space, so that's always been the case, and that will no doubt continue to be the case, but also governments have sort of teamed up to fund this $150 billion very expensive thing called the International Space Station. It's been a real, true global partnership where the Russians have worked with the Americans and the rest of the world. Everybody has just teamed up to contribute. There have been 243 people up there, 19 countries of astronauts. So it's been a real great era. Unfortunately, it looks like by 2024, when we're going to stop those missions and it will sort of retire, it looks like a lot of the countries have taken the opportunity to go it alone, including Russia, which has announced that it's going to put up its own space station. It has the technology to do it. It knows how to put modules up there, and it's committed $6 billion initially to go down that route. And it's teamed up closer with China as well, who no doubt has also very big space ambitions. So we're going a little bit more national, unfortunately, but that's because it's all driven by public, and national politics.
There's so much to talk to you about, but I'm afraid we are out of time. I'm just wondering if you're going to be wearing that outfit for the rest of the evening now.
Oh, absolutely. This is a joyous day. This is time to celebrate that yet again.
Very glad to hear it. You look the part. That was it for the News Hour from us this evening at Sky News Tonight.